Hi, this is Zach with the US Chartbreakers here at Zach's Traders Cafe for Wednesday, the 2nd of August. And the market sort of grinding to a halt near the 45.80 zone. We were factoring the possibility of 45.20.30 as potential support, and obviously in the wake of the credit rating news, and negative credit rating news, that is a possibility. Below that, 44.60 is a worst case scenario on the cards. You can see that we didn't make any progress after that bounce off the RSI uptrend line from back in March, so that was perhaps a future indication of a near-term setback for the S&P. Above 4,600, then we can reinstate the August 2022 resistance line projection target of 47.20 by the end of this month. Moving along to the stocks, and starting off with ABVC, Biopharma, and here you can see that it's been a particularly rough ride. Interesting when you have that sort of situation, because you're trying to work out really whether it is a situation which is a consolidation before a big move down or a big move up. In fact, we've had a bit of both. So we had the unfilled gap to the upside, and then back down again, and then a bear trap from below the previous July support of $3.20. Above 320, we're still regarding the glass as being half full and looking for a retest of at least the 50-day moving average of around $5.30 off the back of the rising trend line in the RSI window, which indicates bullish divergence. That indicates the closes here, and the price action intraday is net positive. Moving on to a stock which is not quite so fraught, but obviously anything can happen. Here we've got Arista Networks. Here an island reversal and an unfilled gap to the upside, massive one yesterday. The view now is at above recent resistance, around $177. We're looking for the shares to head up within a rising formation, broadening triangle there, which has been in place for quite some time, since basically back in October. And the target there above 177 as high as $207, which is that October resistance line projection target. But that 2-day island reversal, very bullish looking feature indeed, especially when combined with the way the 50 and 200-day moving averages are both rising at the moment. On to a situation which is a relatively obscure stock for our purposes, coming up with Adams Pharmaceuticals, and here obviously a big day yesterday, moving towards the 200-day moving average at $8.80. Current view is that above recent neckline resistance at $2.70, we're still looking for a partial or even full retest of yesterday's peak towards $8.28, and that could happen over the next 2 to 4 weeks. Bullish divergence there as well, so hopefully that'll turn and keep the shares turning higher over the near term. Moving on to the next selection, another relatively new name here for the Chartbreakers, American Superconductor. It's a shame we haven't looked at it before, because obviously you can see the massive gap to the unfilled gap to the upside last week, and then the massive gap yesterday. Top of that rising trend channel from back in December, heading as high as $18, and we're looking for that hopefully over the next 2 to 4 weeks, especially while we remain above the old resistance back in the end of 2021, which was around the $15 area. So above $15, looking for $18 there, maybe as a final push to the upside for American Superconductor. A very famous name is coming up next, and good to see it flying around at the moment. Here we've got Caterpillar, and unfilled gap to the upside through 1-year resistance. The top of that broadening channel is up to as high as $330, and we're looking for that while we hold above yesterday's support area around $270 on an end of day close basis. Stock which has become a recent arrival here is one where the unfortunately the EPIC code or the ticker code is nothing to do with the name of the company. Here you can see we've got a rising trend channel base for D-Wave Quantum, and that channel has been in place since February. Top of the channel heading for $4, and we're looking for that by the end of this month, while we hold above the 50-day moving average at $2. So let's see if the shares can step up to the plate there. New name coming up, and here we've got Motorsport Motorsport games. You can see that we've got a broadening triangle base here. That's been in place since March, and shares puncturing the 200-day moving average level around $6.30. Above that, looking for a retest of yesterday's resistance through $8.50 over the next couple of weeks. Line in the sand in terms of the upside, $5.20, and previous neckline resistance. But the bear trap gap reversal there, a decent signal, and that should allow at least one more test to the upside, even if the shares fall back after that. Regular for the chart breakers coming up next, and it's Nikola Corporation. Here the situation is that we had a V-shaped bull flag, unfilled gap to the upside, start of the week, and then a gap through recent resistance around $2.90. Yesterday above $2.90, looking for up to $4.15 by the end of this month, and that looks like a decent situation, especially given that V-shaped bull flag, which we pointed out previously. Real star at the moment is coming up next, and Rigetti Computing, which is inching towards that the top of that rising trend channel target that we had at around $3.80, and we're looking for that while we hold above the resistance on the way down around the $2.50 level, which was back in September. So about $2.50, looking for up to $3.80 on Rigetti. One of the stars of the show as well is coming up next. It's a debut in the chart breakers, though. Rhythm Pharmaceuticals, unfilled gap to the upside after that bear trap last month. Neckline resistance around the $20.20 area, and above that, looking for as high as $28 by the end of this month. A nice end-of-day close above the 200-day line, backing the idea of a turnaround, as does the overall island reversal pattern that we've had since the end of February. So gap down there and then gapped up to start August. Meme stock Supreme is coming up next, and coming up in the form of Tupperware brands. And here we've got a situation where first target hit there at $4. Next target there hit around the $5.80 mark, and above $5.80, looking for a fresh target, maybe as high as $8 by the end of next month. But obviously, the way things are going, this is a stock in a hurry and looking pretty impressive. At this stage, early back below the $4.70 area, which was resistance on the way down, really delaying the upside scenario. On to the last two. First one is another regular here, and comes in the form of Upstart. We've got the shares hitting one of our resistance line targets. We've obviously hit many of them on the way up, so $72 there, above $72, looking for the shares to fill the gap there from back in May last year up towards the $80 level, and hopefully we'll do that by the end of this month. Upside certainly valid while we hold above the old July resistance around $66. So let's see if the shares can remain above that. Finishing off with another new name, Yellow Corporation, and here we've had a massive spike after a gap close buy signal at the start of the week. So shares gap down, it's a bear trap gap reversal. Shares fill that gap, and that is generally a good signal. Current situation is that above the top of the old gap there from back in February at $3, around the $3.40 area, we're looking for $6 as soon as the end of next month, and if we're really lucky, by the end of this month. That's it from me today. More updates tomorrow.